Yeah, that's all I wrote. I am very funny. I wasn't gonna lie to you. I'm very funny. You guys like this shirt? You like this shirt? Yeah, you like it? Yeah. Then you will love the smooth, bold taste of Brujo Mezcal. I'm trying to get sponsored, okay? No comics in LA have any money, and you know why? Because they're not going after sponsorships. What I do is basically the verbal equivalent of skateboarding. Right? You're just sitting around watching me tell jokes. People sit around and watch dudes like grind on rails. I should get sponsored for this. Okay? I'm fighting for a Brujo Mezcal sponsorship. My notebook is brought to you by Office Space. Fuck Staples. That's in my contract. I have to say that. I think there's a problem going on right now that people just have too much access to information. Like, we have so much access to information that makes everybody too powerful. Like that line from Spider-Man, like, great power comes great responsibility. Because you can figure out what's going on anywhere in the world at any given time. Like, you can find out what happened in a tiny town in Argentina yesterday by Googling their newspaper. So you can know what's happening anywhere in the world at any time. That doesn't sound too weird, except when you think about it, there's not even a superhero with that power. We have that power in our pocket, and Stan Lee was like, that seems like a bit of a stretch. I'm not sure that 10-year-old boys who read my comic books are going to believe that that's possible. That's a terrible idea, Steve. You're fired. And that's how Steve Jobs got fired from Marvel. Don't believe that. That's a lie. No one believe that. Someone definitely was about to open their Twitter app and tweet at Uberfax, Steve Jobs' first job was at Marvel Comics. That's not true. I think this problem that I have with having all this access to information comes most into play in the political spectrum. I don't like having everything about politics and politicians and government in my face all the time. Like, I don't need to know about Ted Cruz all the time. Ted Cruz is Texas's problem, not my problem. Okay? Or anything that happens in Florida. I would live in Florida if I wanted to care about that stuff, okay? It's everywhere, and because politicians and politics is in our face all the time, it's like consumed like a form of media, you start to develop really weird rationales for voting for officials. Like, people always talk about what Hillary's wearing, or like, I don't like his smile, I don't think I'd get a beer with him. They don't want to get a beer with you, it doesn't fucking matter. George Bush is not going to get a beer with you. Barack Obama is not going to get a beer with you. Mitt Romney is not going to drink the blood of poor people with you. Okay? That's a very private, intimate affair. Romney's only. Okay? He's not going to do that. It's weird. Like, and here's the crazy thing. When you think about it, like, up until the advent of the radio and television, like in the 1800s, you voted for a guy who had one picture, and you didn't even hear his voice. You had no idea what this person sounded like. And he had one picture circulating in the newspapers. So the only time you actually heard your president speak is three situations. He came to your town, you went to Washington, D.C., or you were assassinating him. That is the only time you would hear his voice. Political assassinations were huge in the 1800s, like worldwide. They were like selfie big. It was just a big phenomenon. Yeah, I'm comparing them. Selfies and political assassinations. I'm throwing it out there. But that's how big it was. Like, and then they died out for a while. They weren't so popular. They got really big again in the 1960s. Really big in the 60s. The 60s, everyone always loves the 60s because there was a lot of like revolutionary thought going on. It was basically just a decade of assassinations and completely fucking the earth. That's all it was. Like, people in the 60s, when they got the earth, it was like a Nintendo game in the 80s. It worked perfectly. You could not have asked for a better earth. We have it now, and we're like frantically blowing into the cartridge to get it to work. Come on, Earth. Come on, Earth. Dave, do you have your Game Genie? We're gonna need a Game Genie to get Earth working again. We're gonna need a Game Genie. It's bullshit. Next time, like, a baby boomer is like, all millennials have contributed to society is the selfie stick. Be like, all right, well, at least we didn't bring back political assassinations and break the Earth. All right, well, that's my time. Enjoy the rest of the competition.